Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Your presence means the world to me. Thank you for joining us today as we dive into Oberliga Berlin. The Oberliga Berlin, sometimes also referred to as Stadtliga Berlin or Vertragsliga Berlin, was the highest level of the German football league system in the city of West Berlin in West Germany from 1945 until the formation of the Bundesliga in 1963. It was by far the smallest of the 5 Oberligas. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into the fascinating world of overview. The league was created in 1945, incorporating clubs from all 4 sectors of the Allied-occupied Berlin. It replaced the Oberliga Berlin-Brandenburg as the highest league in the region. In its first year, it was staged in 4 groups, with the winner of each group taking part in a finals tournament. In 1946, 3 clubs from each of those 4 groups went to form the single division, 12-team Oberliga Berlin. Alongside the Oberliga Berlin, 4 other Oberligas were formed in Germany in those years. Oberliga West formed in 1947, Oberliga Nord formed in 1947, Oberligas West formed in 1945, Oberligas formed in 1945. The clubs in Berlin were originally not permitted to carry their pre-war names and had to be simply named after the suburb they represented. This rule was slowly lifted in the 3 western sectors, and by 1948, clubs in what was to become West Berlin carried their original names again. In the Soviet sector, the future East Berlin, clubs took up names in accordance with the requirements of the new communist regime. With the reintroduction of the German Championship in 1948, the winner of the Oberliga Berlin went on to the finals tournament with the other Oberliga champions. Being the smallest of the 5 Oberligas, it is not surprising that no club from Berlin won a German championship in these years or even reached the final. After the season, the clubs from East Berlin left the unified Berlin League system and joined the East German leagues instead. Union Oberschneuide, qualified for the German Championship finals in 1950, was not permitted to participate in this tournament either. The Oberliga Berlin carried on with clubs from West Berlin only. Below the Oberliga Berlin ranked the Amateurliga Berlin as a second tier. Regionally staged in a varying number of groups, it became a single group competition from 1950. With the construction of the Berlin Wall in 1961, the clubs in West Berlin suffered a substantial loss of revenue because they were cut off from supporters in the eastern part of the city, causing the Oberliga clubs to suffer financially. Novel ideas were floated to combat the problem, like, instead of players receiving the maximum legal wage for a footballer in West Germany's top tier at the time, DM 400 per month, the players should only be paid for results, meaning they would not receive any money for games the club lost. In 1963, after 18 seasons, the Oberliga Berlin was disbanded in favor of the new Bundesliga. The champion of the season, Hertha BSC Berlin, was admitted to the new Bundesliga. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening discussion on reforming of the Oberliga Berlin in the upcoming portion of this video. In 1974, with the disbanding of the Regionalliga Berlin, the Oberliga Berlin was recreated, now as the 3rd tier of German football. This was not the formation of a new league, but the renaming of the Amateurliga Berlin to Oberliga Berlin. Our focus now turns to founding members of the Oberliga Berlin, an important aspect of our discussion. The following clubs took part in the first proper season of the Oberliga in. The names in brackets are the ones they carried in this season: Tennis Borussia Berlin, SG Charlottenburg BSV 1892 Berlin, SG Wilmersdorf Wacker for Berlin, SG Rhein-Neckendorf West Almenia 90 Berlin, SG Prenzlauberg SC Steichen, SG Steichen Blau 90 Berlin, SG Marindorf BFC Nordstern, SG Oslo Strake Pennica SC, SG Pennick BFC Sidring, SG Sidring SV Lichtenberg 47, SG Lichtenberg Nord, SG Stadtmitte Berlin Victoria 89 Berlin, SG Tempelhof. As we progress through this video, let's now turn our gaze towards disbanding of the Oberliga. With the introduction of the new Bundesliga, the Oberligas were disbanded. The top team of the Oberliga Berlin was admitted to the Bundesliga. The clubs placed 2nd to 8 went to the Regionalliga Berlin, one of the 5 new second divisions. The bottom two teams were relegated to the Amateurliga Berlin while the top three from the Amateurliga were promoted. Admitted to Bundesliga Hertha BSC. The following teams from the Oberliga went to the new Regionalliga Tasmania 1900 Berlin Tennis Borussia Berlin Spandauer SV Hertha Zehlendorf Wacker for Berlin BFC Siddring BSV 1892 Berlin. Relegated to the Amateurliga Victoria 89 Berlin SC Tegel. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into qualifying for the Bundesliga and its impact on our understanding. The qualifying system for the new league was fairly complex. The league placings of the clubs playing in the Oberliga for the last 10 seasons were taken into consideration, whereby results from 1952 to 1955 counted once, results from 1955 to 1959 counted double, and results from 1959 to 1963 triple. A first-place finish was awarded 16 points, a 16th place 1 point. Appearances in the German Championship or DFB Pokal finals were also rewarded with points. The 5 Oberliga champions of the season were granted direct access to the Bundesliga. All up, 46 clubs applied for the 16 available Bundesliga slots. Following this system, by 11 January 1963, the DFB announced 9 fixed clubs for the new league and reduced the clubs eligible for the remaining 7 places to 20. Clubs within the same Oberliga that were separated by less than 50 points were considered on equal rank, and the 1960-63 placing was used to determine the qualified team. From this league, only 3 clubs applied for the one available spot. Hertha BSC Berlin qualified early. Points table. Ranked club points 1952 to 1963 place in 1 Hertha BSC Berlin 346 1 to Tasmania 1900 Berlin 324 to 3 Victoria 89 Berlin 318. A bold denotes club qualified for the new Bundesliga. Denotes club was one of the 9 selected on 11 January. Denotes club was one of the 20 taken into final selection. Denotes club was one of the 15 applicants which were removed from final selection. Denotes club withdrew Bundesliga application. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of honors and exploring its real-world applications. The winners and runners-up of the Oberliga Berlin. Season winner runner-up BSV 1892 Berlin, Almania 90 Berlin Tennis Borussia Berlin BSV 1892 Berlin Union 6 Oberliga BSV 1892 Berlin BSV 1892 Berlin Tennis Borussia Berlin Union 6 Oberliga Tennis Borussia Berlin Union 6 Berlin Tennis Borussia Berlin Union 6 Berlin Spandauer SV BSV 1892 Berlin Minerva Berlin Victoria 89 Berlin Tennis Borussia Berlin Victoria 89 Berlin Minerva Berlin Hertha BSC Berlin Tennis Borussia Berlin Victoria 89 Berlin Tasmania 1900 Berlin Spandauer SV Tasmania 1900 Berlin Hertha BSC Berlin Tasmania 1900 Berlin Tasmania 1900 Berlin Hertha BSC Berlin Tasmania 1900 Berlin Union 6 Oberliga, a club from East Berlin, left the Unified League in 1950. Its players moved to West Berlin and formed Union 6 Berlin. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of placings and all-time table of the Oberliga Berlin and examine its core elements. The final placings and all-time table of the Oberliga Berlin. Club 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63 South GGFGA points Tennis Borussia Berlin 1-3-2-1-1-3-6-2-7-2-1-7-6-3-3-3-17 434 10-38 599 561 BSV 1892 2 Berlin 2213485133848485817 421 833 678 483 Spandau SV 611 66246 473 234 15 374 736 586 427 Victoria 89 Berlin 12 597 347 114 247 699 16 408 811 773 412 Hertha BSC 10 3 4 13 7 10 1 6 3 2 1 2 1 13 345 760 570 404 SC Tasmania 1900 Berlin 7 8 12 9 6 5 1 1 2 1 2 11 299 565 406 359 Wacker 4 Berlin 3 5 6 5 11 9 9 9 8 12 10 10 5 5 8 6 16 396 677 775 352 SC Union 6 Berlin 221 35 6 399 11 10 11 283 533 529 295 Almania 90 Berlin 444455 759 11 12 11 252 508 465 265 Blauway 90 Berlin 6 11 12 7 6 10 10 5 5 8 5 9 12 293 451 569 263 BFC Sidring 9 7 8 6 14 11 11 11 11 7 6 7 12 296 443 671 218 Minerva Berlin 9 9 11 8 24 210 11 9 208 349 408 200 Hertha Zellendorf 11 8 9 7 6 8 9 7 9 9 232 346 425 196 BFC Nordstern 7 12 10 10 8 12 6 138 216 351 101 Union Oberschen Wide 1323 67 189 87 98 Pankow 8783 66 92 133 56 Pennica SC 8 9 10 3 66 114 140 53 SC Steichen 5 10 244 80 148 33 Brits 11 13 248 61 114 30 SV Lichtenberg 47 10 12 244 63 106 28 SC West End 110 13 250 265 126 28 Kickers 1900 Berlin 12 10 249 47 131 24 Rapide Wedding 12 12 255 60 148 21 Norwest Berlin 10 130 41 73 20 SC Tiggle 10 127 39 85 15 SG Stadtmitte Berlin 11 122 34 61 13 Full Nord Berlin 12 14 248 47 167 13 SSC's West 12 124 32 64. A table includes results from the finals rounds of the German Championship. Denotes clubs based in East Berlin. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more valuable content.